So you like wake up on Sunday morning and then you're up till Friday afternoon. So you get to sleep on Wednesday and Thursday for like a couple hours on each one of those days. Yeah, so I think the first Wednesday when we got to sleep, I was really sick, so I was like puking my brains out, and I didn't get to sleep like hardly at all, so I slept like 45 minutes maybe. And then Thursday, I may have slept just a little bit longer on that day, but it's only like 4 hours for the whole week, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Like total that you're allowed to sleep.
They have a 92% washout rate. Time and again, their training has been described as the most mentally and physically tough of any special forces outfit in the world. Those who don't choose to quit have a better than even chance of suffering a serious injury.
Is that there's not just a hardening of the mind that occurs from Hell Week. It's like it's a increase in confidence in a pretty excessive way. Like if I can push my limits this far, imagine what else I can do. And then you continue to push those limits. I mean, just even after Hell Week, you do it when you're kind of what I would describe as controlled drowning in second phase, where we learn to be super calm underwater under the worst conditions, meaning you can't breathe and you're about to pass out. And you're still going to go through procedures in a very specific way. You have to learn that calming, and then you've pushed another limit, and you've pushed another limit. So by the time we do get to combat, we have already suffered so badly in training that the combat doesn't feel all that bad, and we're ready to get your eye blown out of your head, like I did. You're ready for that. You understand it, and it's not surprising. You don't react as in an emotional way when it does happen, because you've allowed yourself to be hardened and you've told yourself the right story about that.
So that water was probably cold as shit.
I mean, it's like maybe like 50 or 60. I'm not exactly sure, but it gets pretty cold.
Definitely not warm.
No, it's not warm by any means.
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't matter how warm the water is. They'll keep you in there until like hypothermia. So whatever that timetable would be. So if it's 70 degrees, they're going to keep you in longer because you have to reach that point of like.
Is that based on like the individual? Like they know, or is it just like the whole group?
Yeah, it's like the whole group. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Real game is not that you had to be the fastest or strongest or the most chiseled abs or what have you. The real game was that you had to not quit. You had to put out 100% no matter what they asked of you, to where even if you passed out or whatever, they just pick you up on a stretcher and haul you out, right? But they're like, we want that guy, even though he passed out, we want him. And so I figured out that's really the game. The game was not being first. It's good to be first, it pays to be a winner, but the game was not first. The game is don't ever quit.
In Hell Week, in SEAL training, they want to make you panicked. They want to put you in a situation of stress. They want you to question your very motives of being in SEAL training. They want to question, why are you here? They want to put you in a dark spot that makes you question your own sanity. And they do that very well. And if you don't have the proper tools, you're going to quit.
They just want to break you down. Like every single day, they just want to break you down. Like that's their goal is, like to get you to quit. So that's like the main thing is like trying to get you to quit. That's what they want like to do. So it's just them belittling you forever until you actually quit.
Get down in the mud and start crawling.
And like what you're saying is intuitively true, that hardship creates a stronger mind.
Yeah.
Right.
Lessons.
But it's not just intuitively true. This is in data. This is in science as well.
There's like usually 6 people under the boat, so there's like 2 on each side, like, or 3 on each side, you know.
Yeah.
But the heaviest part's in the middle because it's like a rubber boat, so it kind of like flops in the middle, so it's like heaviest at that point. So
Jesus.
Everyone like kind of swaps out, but you're like running the whole time. So it's like a 1, 2, 3, and you like switch with people so we can like take turns underneath that spot and stuff. So
Jeez.
yeah.
You just carry the boats? You ever get into the boat?
Yeah, so you got past the surf, like the big waves. Now, if you've ever been to like Coronado or San Diego, but those waves are pretty big, especially in the wintertime. I mean, they're like 7, 8 feet. Like they're big.
Jesus.
So you're like trying to paddle this stupid boat, like super tired over this wave, and it's just, I mean, guys get wiped out so much.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Destroyed.
In my first hell week early on, I got injured. I got rolled back to day one, week one. Started up again. I went through that complete hell week. After that hell week, or during that hell week, I actually broke my knee. So I got through hell week with a broken knee, and after that, I kept on running on it, kept on running, kept on doing things. I couldn't move it. So I got rolled back again, and had to start back day one, week one again. And this time they said to me, you're only gonna get one more chance to go through. No matter if you get injured, no matter what happens, only one more chance. So I had stress fractures, shin splints. I had several injuries, I had a broken rib, I had several injuries starting my career.
And you know, maybe we think about quitting. Maybe you're a better man than me and you don't think about quitting. But the point is, I had a line in the sand, and I knew I couldn't cross that line. I couldn't stand up and step forward and say, I want to quit. Once then, there's no going back. They don't try to talk you in. Like immediately you get picked out as the litter, and you're immediately shown to your side. They want the guy, the pit bull that will fight till he passes out. That's the guy they want.